I'm more Polish than all of you.
Why?
Because I'm drinking more than you.
Hello everyone, welcome to Poland with Ela. I'm Ela and I'll be your guide through the most beautiful and interesting places in Poland, as well as the Polish culture, history and traditions. Today I will be explaining all about the Polish weddings, or wesela. When I moved back to Poland after graduating college, for some time I've been a wedding videographer, so I've witnessed my fair share of the Polish weddings. And even though they differ from region to region and depending on the family's values and the couple's upbringing, there is some elements that are the same all over Poland and have been for many, many years. A big majority of the Polish wedding ceremonies takes place in churches. Before the couple to be wed, though, arrives to the church, they gather in the home of the bride with their closest family members, where the parents of the bride and groom bless them for their future life together. In some regions of Poland, some additional traditions are observed. For example, in Silesia, the groom has to buy out the bride from her family before the parents bless them for the future. While in church, the Catholic ceremony is similar to the Catholic rites anywhere. One difference I noticed, which might not necessarily be a solely Polish thing, but I didn't see it in the Catholic wedding ceremonies in other countries, is that right after the wedding ceremony, the bride and groom go and pray in front of the painting of the Virgin Mary for protection and guidance. And then the bride leaves her bouquet underneath the painting of the Virgin Mary, but the bridesmaid has another bouquet which she later gives to the bride. Usually in the smaller towns and villages, as the newlyweds are going to the wedding reception, the people who have not been invited to the wedding barricade the road in front of them in a so-called brama or gate in English, and the newlyweds have to buy out their way through with vodka or pastries. As the newlyweds arrive to the wedding reception, the parents of the bride and groom welcome them with bread, salt and vodka, or bread, salt and water, depending whether the wedding involves alcohol or not. The bread is a sign of abundance, and for Christians it is a symbol of the body of Christ. Salt, in turn, is an ingredient used to preserve food. Presented to the newlyweds during the wedding, it symbolizes the durability of their love. The bride and groom dip a piece of bread in salt and eat it. Afterwards, they drink the water or the vodka from their glasses and throw them behind themselves. It's a custom that probably means they're leaving their old lives behind to enter a new life together. Usually, the next step is for the groom to pick up the bride and carry her inside the wedding reception hall. Everyone sings occasional songs wishing the newlyweds a symbolic 100 years of good life together. After the first warm meal, the newlyweds perform their first dance, which starts off the reception. Polish weddings are known to last much longer than those in the West. The party starts in the afternoon and lasts till the early hours of the morning. Many couples also organize the so-called poprawiny, which is a post-wedding party held the next day. The wedding reception consists mainly of dancing, with intervals for the food courses sprinkled with vodka. During weddings, the vodka is served straight in shots, and most of the guests usually want to drink a shot with the newlyweds, and that's why, and here's an inside scoop, the newlyweds usually have a bottle of vodka prepared that is actually filled with water as they drink the shots with everyone around. Otherwise, they might not last till the morning. One of the dances I've seen in almost all the Polish weddings I've been to is pociąg, the train. Each wedding must have a cake. The newlyweds usually cut the first piece and feed each other. Midnight is usually the cue for the oczepiny to start. That's when the bride throws her bouquet or her veil and the groom his bow tie. All sorts of games follow the oczepiny. The newlyweds might be tested how well they know each other. The guests might have to fight over the last remaining chair or dance on small pieces of paper. Sometimes it's the guests themselves who surprise the newlyweds with their own games and performances. The traditions of a Polish wedding, or wesele, have been an inspiration to many artists, writers, and filmmakers. This common social event serves as a backdrop to their diagnosis of a condition of the Polish society. The most famous one is a drama written by Stanisław Wyspiański over a century ago. It describes the Poles' strive for independence and the lost chances on the way to our country's self-determination. It's been translated to over 10 languages, English being one of them. It's a classic, and it was even encompassed in the compulsory reading in one of my courses when I studied drama in the UK. I truly recommend this book. There is so much more to Polish weddings that I actually think I might do another episode on them in the future. But for now, that's it from me. Make sure you subscribe not to miss the next episodes. On Saturday, I will be showing you around Krakow. And next Thursday, I will be showing you how to cook some traditional Polish dishes. For now, take care.